Hi, I'm Jess and I work as a regulatory specialist at Windracers. I've been involved in many of Windracers' current and future operations across Orkney and Shetland. In this presentation, I'm going to run through some of our previous operations in Orkney, some of our current operations in Shetland and Orkney, and some of the future things we're looking to do in the area. Windracers are a drone company based in Southampton. We design, build and operate large, heavy-lift, cargo, unmanned aerial vehicles, or drones. We operate in the UK and have operated in 5 countries across 3 different continents. We're passionate about reaching remote communities and improving connectivity across the world. Windracers was set up with the aim to design a low-cost way to deliver long-range emergency support where existing infrastructure is poor. This led to the development of Ultra, our uncrewed, low-cost cargo drone. Having developed this solution, we discovered that it had applications well beyond humanitarian aid. Ultra has a wide range of use cases, including cargo delivery and surveying. In Orkney and Shetland specifically, Ultra provides an opportunity to connect communities and support lifeline services. To give you some background to Windracers, the company was started in 2017 as part of the University of Southampton. Ultra had its maiden flight in 2019 and helped support the NHS during COVID in 2020, delivering supplies from Southampton to the Isle of Wight. In 2021 and 2022, Windracers came to Orkney and Shetland for the first time, conducting flight trials across the islands. In 2023, we became the first fixed-wing drone to land on the HMS Prince of Wales aircraft carrier. 2023 was also an exciting year for us as we carried out our first flights in Antarctica and the US, partnering with people working in both locations. And then last year, in 2024, we came back to Orkney, conducting further trials across the Northern Isles. Windracers carried out a number of flight trials across Orkney's Northern Isles, from a base at Edy to Westray, Papa Westray and North Ronaldsay. Here is a video to show you some of what we did and the future opportunities.
I think there's huge potential to be able to improve connectivity and access across the area, but for Windracers particularly on the logistics and freight side, we've got huge potential for movement of cargo and goods, particularly things that are time sensitive, and just improving services for residents in the area. So with opportunities like this that we've got with Windracers, it shows where things can be properly next day delivery where that's just not been possible so far. So we're here in Edy today as part of the Sustainable Aviation Test Environment, the SAFE project, with Windracers, who have been conducting trials now for the last 9 weeks across the area. So the first set of trials were more about testing the technology, kind of demonstrating that it can work. This set of trials is looking at a kind of hub and spoke delivery models, trying to see what the potential would be across different islands in Orkney. So Streamline Logistics Group have been working with us closely on this project, and they're keen to help improve the services that they do for the residents in the area, and that would be working on things like this to bring faster deliveries to areas. Yeah, huge commercial need. I mean, I think people who live here obviously would be really appreciative to be able to get things quicker, and just generally from the business perspective as well, I think there's a commercial side there because there's more opportunities to move goods quicker. So the hub and spoke concept is to be able to have a hub which would be almost like a distribution centre where we can gather goods and services and things that we need to move around for people. And then the spokes would be the islands. So say if the hub was Kirkwall or Edy as it is here, and then it can go out to the spokes across the Orkney Islands and improve the delivery services. So the next plan is hopefully to do a similar set of trials in Shetland and Western Isles. And for SATE as a whole project, our ambition is to still become the hub for regional sustainable aviation. So I think with all transport, there's different costs involved, and for ferries it's quite expensive infrastructure, as can be for aviation, but I think we've got an opportunity here to bring in new lower cost forms of aviation that are sustainable, and we can work together with the existing transport network to fill gaps and improve connectivity. So I think the Windracers platform fits well with other forms of transport. So the small drones could be maybe used for that first last mile sort of delivery, and Windracers could step in from that point, the kind of mid-range, and then working with other larger freight carriers to then do the longer routes. But I think that's where Windracers has a really good niche there.
So we're 1 year on, but what's changed? Windracers introduced their latest aircraft earlier this year, Ultra Mark II. The Mark II has a new tail design, the inverted V-tail, and new and improved engines. It can fly faster at around a 77 knot cruise speed, and further with a maximum range of 1,000 kilometres, and it can carry more payload, around 150 kilograms. The Mark II improves the delivery capabilities, allowing us to reach more people and carry more supplies, post or parcels. Windracers have also started operations in Shetland, trialling the possibility for connecting Shetland and Orkney. This connection would serve as a way to link the two communities. In order to achieve this, Windracers have designed a route between Tingwall in Shetland and Yamholm in Orkney. In order to safely operate this route, specific airspace has been designed. Traditionally, drones have operated in corridors of airspace which are blocked off to other airspace users. While this is still the case for Windracers Shetland to Orkney operation, the corridor has been designed to allow other airspace users under and over the area. This minimises the impact on current services and on other aviation, ensuring that your lifeline services and commercial routes can continue to operate as they have done before. But why have we chosen Tingwall and Yamholm? Windracers' base for these operations is Tingwall Airfield. This is a local hub for connectivity between Shetland's mainland and the surrounding islands. Windracers are integrating with existing operations there to ensure that we can run smoothly and not impact on any of the existing flights. Yamholm serves as a gateway to Orkney. Its location is beneficial for accessing Orkney's mainland without disrupting commercial and inter-island flights. We are working with local people, including the general aviation community, to ensure that Windracers integrates easily into both of these locations. As well as our Shetland to Orkney operations, Windracers have also received permissions to fly from Shetland to Orkney this month. This is an exciting one-off flight to show the possibility for connecting with Europe. The route spans both UK and Norwegian airspace, posing a unique set of challenges with both airspace design and communications. Shetland is ideally located to act as a takeoff point due to its closeness to Norway. While the airspace is complex, it's been designed to again allow existing operations to continue, particularly the helicopter flights to the oil rigs located in the North Sea. Achieving permissions for this flight has required international conversations and the adaptation of current crewed aviation procedures to make them work for our drone, particularly with the handover of airspace control between UK and Norwegian air traffic controllers. This flight will be the first cross-border civilian cargo drone flight between the UK and Europe, representing the opportunity that uncrewed aircraft present to connect the UK and the wider world. Shetland is our gateway to this. The flight will cover two nations across two completely separate national airspaces. While this has presented challenges, the work that has gone into gaining permissions from both nations will help to shape the future of uncrewed aviation regulations. Windracers are so excited by the work going on in Orkney and hope to continue working with the local communities to improve connectivity. As such, future projects will help us to further develop use cases within Orkney and improve the way that we operate. Our next project in Orkney is to design and develop a new type of airspace. This airspace is called a temporary restricted area and will help to keep your airspace open for everyone to use. It will allow uncrewed aircraft to integrate with crewed aviation, majorly reducing the impact on current flights. Not only does this help to support future drone trials, but it will also allow for better connections with the Northern Isles. This project is already underway and we're hoping to properly kick it off next year. Windracers will be working closely with Orkney to ensure it benefits the local communities and reduces any impact on current lifeline services and other operations going on. Thank you for watching. I hope that it has given you some more insight into what Windracers are up to. Keep an eye out for more of Windracers operations, and if you want to find out more, visit our website.